Could it be that there is and will be greater light than our expression of church, doctrine, and lifestyle? Of course.
We do not worship a dead philosopher. We worship a living person. Born here. That's for Sam. Born here. Grew up here on planet Earth. Lived here, sweat here. Ate meat and fish here. Yeah, that's right. Jesus wasn't a vegetarian. Get over it, man. Just let it go. 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 Turn to the person next to you and say, let it go. Let it go.
But do we hear these words and ignore them? Much like those in the first century religious establishment. Lest our lives be too radicalized in his grace and mercy and love. Lest our churches swing their doors open wide to the least of these. Lest our worship is inhabited by the overwhelming joy of Jesus that just might make us a dancing people.
I think about the way we talk about Jesus. I think about the way in which we share him. And that's us. Just constantly.
1, 2, 3.
Just constantly. Jesus is speaking through us. And Jesus is speaking through us so that he can speak to humanity. That's what he's doing. That's the whole purpose of these things like the One Project. Jesus wants us to re-articulate, not change our doctrine, just re-articulate the way we speak to the world so that they can hear. Because Jesus is actually speaking like this. And when we allow him to speak in the love we have for each other, when we allow him to speak in the oneness we have for each other, when we allow him to speak in the fact that we don't do what society does, we do what Jesus does, they will hear him. And when they hear him, they will celebrate him like this. I am a Christ follower.
But I also believe that our church has sometimes yielded to the temptation to make our doctrines more about us than about our God. And I think that's one reason why there are more ex-Seventh-day Adventists in the United States today than Adventists. You pastors have been out there, you've been visiting, you've sat in their living rooms. Very rarely do I have somebody say, I studied my way out of the church. Usually people are sitting on their couch instead of in church because somebody had a red book and slammed somebody over the head with it.
In our world today, the biggest industry is the human traffic industry that makes over $9 billion. It makes more money than every illegal drug trade across this world, and we don't say a word. $9 billion. And who are being trafficked? Girls, women, and boys. The porn industry makes $1.something billion a year. Do you understand that most of the porn is child pornography? Did you know that? And people who use porn are in church on Sabbath mornings. Some who make it too.